Third and Long has just launched, and with that, I'm giving you a chance to win a signed jersey and some signed trading cards. All you have to do is subscribe and comment on this video. What's up, everybody? This is Eric Armstead, and welcome to another episode of Third and Long. Just got back to the Bay Area from Los Angeles, where the Niners got another big win, huge division win for us. And I had to send another huge shout out to the Niner gang. You guys took over SoFi Stadium and made it Levi South, like you guys like to call it. Saw number red in there. We felt you guys. Felt like a home game for us, really. And you guys have done that in the past. And it's special to see, really. You don't really see it that often in the NFL. Fan bases take over opposing stadiums, but you guys, you guys did that, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of. We felt the energy. Felt super comfortable out there, playing in front of you guys, and we definitely appreciate your support. Huge win for us, first division win, and I always will say it always starts with your division, and winning your division is the biggest indicator of going to the playoffs. Um, Division games count as two if you're able to get a win, and they're super important. You know, our goals of everything we want to accomplish, uh, and the things we have accomplished in the past have all started with our division games and trying to dominate our division. And the Rams have been that team in our division, um, that have gave us issues, and they were the king of the division, a few years back, and have always given us issues, and we've always have hard fought games with them. And today was another example of that. Um, it was a hard fought game. It came down to the end, and we took control in the fourth quarter, but it was a back and forth game. They were throwing punches, we were throwing punches. Uh, they have some great players. We have some great players. Guys were making plays, and it was a fun game to be a part of. Um, fun game to get a win in, of course. And, we won 30-23. And like I said, we took control of that game in the fourth quarter. The game really boiled down to the turnover battle. We had 0 turnovers, they had 2. And I think those are the key changing moments in the game. Isaiah Oliver had a huge interception, and then Deebo had an amazing interception late in the game, which really allowed us to take control and kind of end it. And that's how the NFL is. NFL, it's not easy. It's hard to win. It's going to be a battle, especially for division opponents, two teams that know each other so well. It's going to be a battle, and I'm happy and glad, and really proud of the team today of pulling out that W. Our offense, man, I love watching our offense play. They do it by committee. They wear on their opponents. They wear them down. They take them to the deep end and keep wearing them down until they other teams just kind of give in. And that's our DNA offensively, is to run the ball, be physical, get the ball in the playmakers' hands, allow them to deliver punishment. Deebo is hard to tackle, and sometimes people start turning stuff down, and I love watching our offense play. Christian McCaffrey had another big game, 116 yards rushing. Deebo had a big game, over 100 yards all purpose. But I really wanted to highlight Jauan Jennings. Man, Jauan is a clutch player. I've seen it throughout the years, and today was another clutch performance. He only had 2 catches, but 2 of the biggest catches of the game. One huge catch to put us in scoring position and really take control of the game and extend the drive on 3rd down. So shout out to Jauan, man. We all know what you bring. I think fans know what you bring as well. Um, you don't always get your opportunities in the pass game, but when you do, you always shine. And we know what you bring in the run game, and we know the physicality you bring and the tenacity you bring to our team. And everyone feeds off that, man. So keep going. Proud of you. Uh, Glad you got to shine today with those 2 huge catches. We needed them desperately. So shout out to you. Switching over to the defensive side of the ball, this was a tough game. It wasn't like our week 1 performance, obviously, where we dominated pretty much the entire game. This was a back and forth game. It was a chess match. And anytime you're playing against, a future Hall of Fame quarterback, it's going to be tough. Um, they threw the ball 55 times for 34 completions with an average of 5.6 yards pass. And, those numbers show what their game plan was. Their game plan was to get the ball out quick, um, shorter route combinations, attack our coverages. And when Stafford's back foot hit, he was throwing it. There wasn't a whole lot of plays where he was trying to get the ball down the field. He chose his shots, but you know, he was very decisive with the ball. And that brings challenges. We got to be sticky in coverage. And up front, our responsibility is to put pressure on him regardless. And in games like this where quarterback is throwing that much, getting the ball out quick, there's going to be about 10 plays where he holds it, and I think that's when we have to have an effect on the game and get more pressure on him. We had 6 QB hits, um, but I felt like we could have did a better job of pressuring him and getting after him more. We have done that in the past. I don't think we did that at a very high level today, and that starts with me. I definitely feel like I could have rushed the passer a lot better today, and help my guys as well too. We all rush together, um, and so I know I'm a big piece of that, and I have to be better. You know, think we should have been able to put more pressure on him in those situations where those 10 to 12 plays that he held on to it. Um, I think we could have been better. And, I think it's good to go through games like this where adversity strikes and you got to figure out a way to get a win. It's always better to learn lessons and wins than lessons and losses. And, we're starting off our season 2-0, and I think there's a lot we can learn from this game. We're going to play against great quarterbacks in the future. If we want to get to where we want to go, which is our ultimate goal, a lot of great quarterbacks are going to be in the line of that as well too. And so when you're playing against a great quarterback, you have to be locked in, have to be detailed both up front and in the back end. We have to be detailed in our rushes, and make sure that we're getting pressure on them. And the back end, we have to be detailed as well with our coverages because he's played a lot of football. He's seen a lot of different coverages, and he knows where he wants to go with the ball. And so that's going to be on us to continue to improve and get better. I think we did that throughout the game. Um, but effort covers up a whole lot of mistakes. And I think that that's the DNA of our defense. And that's what we showed um, from the back end to the front, uh, flying around. I love having those guys behind me: Dre, Fred, Demo, Mooney, Huff, Gip, um, Isaiah Oliver. Man, had an amazing game today. Huge interception, and also made a number of plays. Another huge play on fourth down, getting the backfield and hitting the running back, slowing them down so we can stop them on fourth down and in the game. Huge shout out to Isaiah. Um, he's new to our team this year, and um, I think he's starting to realize, the way we play, and he's embracing that, and it really showed today. He was outstanding today. Huge shout out to Demo for our second turnover of the game, a huge interception to really seal the game. Demo was coming back home. He's an LA kid. Had a huge game, 10 tackles and a pick. And he was really everywhere. He was flying around. Um, and like I said, that effort can clean up a lot of mistakes. Those guys eating up grass cleans up a lot. Fred and Dre both had big games as well too, running sideline to sideline, inside out, making a ton of plays. Really, really, uh, I'm really happy to have the best linebacker group in the league behind me. Um, it's so fun to play alongside of them, but also to have them behind me and knowing that we can be disruptive and do our job. And, we might get out of a gap, but we know those guys are going to clean it up. And we know those guys are going to be there and eating up grass and taking up space within the blink of an eye. And, so that's great to see and be a part of and be a part of this defense. Me personally, I didn't have a goose egg this week. I showed up in the stat sheet a little more, but like I said, I'm extremely hard on myself. I felt this game, from a pass rush standpoint, I could have been better. There was a few times I had one on ones where I felt like I should have won, and that's what is expected of me. If I have a one on one to win it and be that dominant player, I have been, and that's on me to help my team in those situations, and I will be better. Like I said, I'm hard on myself, um, and I know that if we want to get to where this team wants to get, um, that I have to be at my best, um, and we all have to be, at our best. But um, in those key moments where it's time to go put quarterback down, I need to be better, and I will be. Um, I'm gonna go study my opponent for next week, come up with my plan and how to beat him, and I'm gonna go out there and execute. Looking at our next week matchup, well, really not next week. It's in 3 or 4 days now. Thursday night football against the New York Football Giants. Thursday night is Thursday night is tough. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a part of a number of Thursday night games. We have two this year. It's our first one. The most important thing is getting your body back, getting your mental right, hydration, get some sleep, try to get your body back recovered because the freshest team for a Thursday, team that's feeling the best, uh, it has the upper hand. And those guys are traveling from the East Coast, so we have a little bit of an advantage there. Um, but with the shortened week, the game plan won't be too extensive. You can't fit everything into a couple of days of preparation. Really, you have Tuesday and Wednesday to prepare, and then you play Thursday. And so the game plan won't be too extensive. Thursday night is all about being fresh, so you can play hard, give as much effort as you can that your body has, um, and getting your mental fresh and your mind fresh, having a condensed game plan so you can play fast and not make mistakes. The team that has the most effort and the team that executes the most on a Thursday night football game is going to win. And I know we'll be ready, and that's what I'm about to do. Start studying my opponent. Um, Now, going tonight, I'm going to take a look at those guys and see what they're doing, see what I think and how they're going to try to attack us. Um, and we're going to be ready to play. And what a better opportunity to have our home opener be on a Thursday night under the lights in Levi's. I know the crowd's going to be turned up, going crazy. And it's all about going 3-0. That's our goal. 1-0 each week. Our goal is to be 3-0 after this week. Um, we're going to be playing in front of our home crowd, and we want to have our home opener end off with a bang. So we're going to be ready. I'll see you in Levi's.